If I were to describe Kenwood to somebody that's never been, I'd definitely mention the architectural feel, the oak trees, the brick roads, and the proximity to downtown. There's a sense of community in Kenwood that you don't get, I think, in a lot of neighborhoods.
It's the warmest, most welcoming, most genuinely diverse in every sense of the word, from sexual identity to, to race, to age. There's just a huge diversity in the neighborhood, and virtually everyone is warm and welcoming, and it's, the neighborhood association meetings have the largest attendance of any association in the city, and it's really cool.
My name's Deborah Yael Kelly, and I actually paint under D. Yael Kelly, so I get called Deborah or Yael, but never Debbie, please. It's like everybody I talk to are like, where do you live? And I go, oh yeah, I'm over in Old Northeast, and they go, why are you in Kenwood? And so I came over here and started checking it out and went, I fell in love with the neighborhood. I mean, I just fell in love with it.
What's really neat about it is not only the historic character, but the people are fun. It's a group of people that really scrap to make this neighborhood better, and they get together for a lot of regular social events, and it's just really a unique blend of people.
My favorite thing about the neighborhood is the homes. I mean, the historic bungalows. I mean, this front porch, I mean, that's, this is where we want to be. I want to be part of this neighborhood. I love how even the 2 years we've been here, you can see how it's grown. You see the revitalization of all these homes and just how the neighborhood has transitioned. I just love being a part of that.
Laura and Tom came over and asked if they could bring us dinner, and we'd only met them at a neighborhood association meeting once.
And she baked an apple pie. That's a neighborhood. Another neighbor behind us brought us, she grows collard greens, and she cooked a batch for us and gave us the fresh ones to make ourselves.
Yeah.
And our neighbor behind us brings us eggs now and then. They have chickens back there, and brings us a half dozen eggs for omelets. I mean, that's the kind of neighborhood this is.
This is a gorgeous place from a visual perspective. It has one of the highest concentrations of craftsman-style bungalows in the state of Florida. We have the proximity to downtown St. Pete, 2 miles away, and you turn around and 3 to 4 miles in the opposite direction, you are on some of the country's best beaches that are in existence. So you just can't beat the location.
The Artist Enclave is what brought me here. Having worked in the arts, I'm on the board of the Arts Alliance, and I worked with the city's Arts Advisory Committee, so I kind of got to see the whole thing kind of unfold as historic Kenwood sought to bring artists. And actually, I think the artists kind of came here at first, and then they kind of realized, wow, we have a lot of artists living here.
Well, we're very proud of that Artist Enclave. It took 7 years of hard work of people here in the community to get that zoning designation established. We've always had artists in the neighborhood, but they couldn't legally teach or sell out of their homes.
So the Artist Enclave is a overlay district from a zoning perspective that the City Council enacted in 2014. The existing proposal or structure for an Artist Enclave overlay district required that we secure signatures of 2/3 of the owners of the properties here supporting the proposition. What I mean by the term Artist Overlay District is that artists can now legally work from their homes.
It's a real great part of the neighborhood to have all these talented people, and you just feel energized by them.
Well, since we became an Artist Enclave, artists have actually moved in because of the designation. So it's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah.
I really wanted to be able to be in my own town, make a living in my hometown, live and work in my own place, and Kenwood is like a dream come true.
Bungalow Fest, I think this was just our 18th year, We really started that years ago to try to promote the neighborhood. We had a lot of really great bungalows here, but people really couldn't see past the closed porches, the kitchens that were 40 years old, you know, the things that just needed a heck of a lot of work to get them back in order. So we wanted to show people what these things could become. So we'd pick different houses every year and get them out there to the public so that the public could come and get used to Kenwood, to get to know Kenwood, and learn about what could be done with these beautiful craftsman bungalows.
It's a tour of homes, opening up the neighborhood, showing people how you can live large in a small home, and a way to really identify the neighborhood as something special and unique.
It was amazing. It was such a great experience being on Bungalow Fest, and everybody was so warm and welcoming and had great things to say about the house, and were very polite. It was a great experience.
It was just about 800 people walking through your house in 4 hours. I mean, doesn't everybody do that?
Yeah, it was far less terrifying than we anticipated it might be. And it was fun. We got to meet an awful lot of people.
We really support it. We have a sense of diversity and we want to encourage that. And you can't beat the Grand Central businesses.
No, absolutely not. And to me, when I think of Kenwood and the term pride, I mean, I feel like they go hand in hand. I mean, it is one word that if I were going to describe this neighborhood, pride would be the word of choice.
Yes.
This is probably the most at home we have ever felt.